Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is one I'm going to guess that 99% of you are already going to know. But for those of you maybe that are leveling alts, that maybe you're really constricted on time and you can't play that much, you know, you literally get the chance to log on, do your callings, maybe dabble a little bit with some leveling, but then RL comes crashing through and that's it. Playtime is over. This video hopefully may be of benefit to you guys. So granted, our intro was a little cryptic there, I apologise for that. But this video I know will be like Little Ragnaros, the store pet. Many of you will already know that he can actually be used as a cooking fire. Yep, that's right, you can get the Elemental Lord himself out and you can cook things upon his head. Now as I say, many of you would go, yeah, I know that, what are you talking about? But if you didn't know that, you may be like, what? 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 That's not true. That can't be right. What? To you guys, I would say, actually go and try it out. You can legitimately cook on Ragnaros' head. It even says so, actually, in the description if you read it for the pet. Now, don't worry. If you didn't know this, then you are not alone. I didn't know it until relatively recently, until our friendly neighborhood guild pet battler actually told me. So bear that in mind while we are doing this. You may, of course, know everything I'm about to talk about, but there may be some out there that don't, and I hope it helps those people. So let's get started with something that I think everybody will know. The Covenants and the Renown system. Now, at certain points, as you increase your Renown, the world quests around us also increase in item level. And I will say, it's a really nice system, meaning that in some fashion, world quests can still be interesting. They can still be maybe relevant. Now, currently the cap is 194 when you sit at Renown 29. But here is the bit you may not know. No, not you. No, put your hand down. I know you already know this. Just shush, alright, for a minute. All the rares in Shadowlands also increase in item level as well. Meaning that sweet book trinket that you got in Bastion when you were leveling and really liked, well, now you can go back, kill that rare, and if you're really lucky and the gods shine upon you, then you can have that version of the trinket, but now 194. A good example of this in action will actually be Cuddles and her Shaman. When we got Renown 29, I gained a lovely big two-hander from World Quests. Fantastic, that was great. I was more than happy. Big 194. But Cuddles only had the option of a shield. Well, that's not great. It was a nice upgrade, don't get me wrong, but it kind of left her main hand looking a little weak. So we had a look on the map, not for the world quest, but for what rares were dropping a juicy weapon. Be it a staff, whatever it may be, what were they dropping? Now it just so happens that our favourite rares in Bastion, if you saw a video I did a little while ago talking about an easy way to do your calling of Bastion, there's rares that you can actually summon on command. You just go and talk to the Smurf, say, hey, I'm in, spawn them, and they will literally spawn 4 rares for you to kill. Each one of these rares can drop an item. And yes, the items have scaled up to 194. So 5 minutes later, we'd kill the rares. I'd got a number of purple items that I was able to disenchant. Oh, need those eternal shard things so badly. But Cuddles had a 194 paw to go with her shield. Brilliant. No world quest required, we just killed rares. And if you're like me, you have a ton of alts, or you have characters that you're only just starting to get geared up in terms of doing mythic, and there's some missing places that you still just need that little bit of gear just to get the item level up. Necks, for me, have been an absolute nightmare. You know, if you don't raid, or you don't immediately have this amazing M+ team that you can just walk into, or God forbid you're in the pug world where item level is everything, then this is a really good source of gear. Now, of course, once you hit, you know, any kind of level of M+, once you hit raiding, PvP, etc., yes, you're not going to care about this gear out in the world. This whole video is going to be pointless to you. But I'm going to guess by now you already worked that out. I will salute you, you big boy item level you, and I'll catch you in the next video. But for those of you that didn't know this, I hope it helps. I hope maybe now, as I say, you can go out there, get that missing ring, that nice trinket, you know, a really nice weapon or staff that isn't available to you on world quests, or you don't want to wait for it to come around. Now you can actively go out and get it. I will say at this point, I almost think Blizzard enjoy teasing us, or maybe me specifically, with the lack of neck drops. We get it. We get it. You like the neck of Azeroth thing. We didn't. Just, we're sorry, okay? Stop punishing us and make some necks drop. That'd be nice. Thank you. Now, I will say before I go, there are a couple of add-ons that make this just so much easier. The first one is about Shadow of a Doubt Handy Notes Shadowlands. There's handy notes for literally everything. They basically just add a ton of things, of information onto your map. All sorts of stuff. You can see here my map is covered in things that you wouldn't have otherwise. Tells me about rares. Tells me what they're going to drop. Tells me about if there's some trickery that's needed to spawn them. It will tell you chest locations. All sorts of useful information this will overlay onto your map so you can see it. The other that I have is Silver Dragon. This add-on will alert you if there is a rare nearby. Its useful aspect, I will say, is also that it will mark the target. So, you know when you sometimes see a little skull or a little diamond or something above the target? This add-on will do it for you automatically. You just click on it, it will target that mob for you. So you can see that maybe if the mob's nearby, but it's in a cave, or it's, oh, okay, it's over there, up there, wherever it may be. One word of warning. One word of warning I will say is that Silver Dragon is loud. It's really, really loud. There is a good chance you may mess your pants. If, like me, you happen to be going on a transmog run, and you are in Storm Peaks. I had it go off once, and it told me, yes, none other than the time lost Proto Drake was near me, just as I had walked into Oh dear, and when I came out, there was no sign of it. Yeah, that's the only ever time that my alert's gone off to say it was nearby. Sadly now, you can get it for 500,000 gold, which means, to me at least, all the love, respect has gone. I used to admire people going around that mount because I knew the time and effort that got into it. It really just means that it's been demoted now to a storm mount. Nothing wrong with that, but the level of effort that goes into it just isn't there. But I digress, and I apologise for that. Hopefully this will, as I say, help some people that didn't know that it was available, didn't know that rather than wait for the callings, you can just go out there with your ults and go target specific bits that you may want. Maybe that they've got better stats, maybe that you just want a little selection of items. I know for myself that having a couple of pieces that will act as backup, if I want to put, say, I want another cloak, I may want a neck if they let me have it. I may want rings just so I can have backups for my legendaries. Now also, it's a good way of getting your ults up to speed a lot faster. But that is enough from me, everyone. Have a great day. Stay safe. I will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.